Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're jumping right into a really brilliant intervention that's essentially designed to revolutionize how you onboard and manage your team. It's called the VI Survey Debrief conversation. Look, if you've ever felt like a new hire's unique strengths are just kind of getting lost in the shuffle of everyday tasks, well, this is exactly the tool you need to engage your employees right from the start.
Our goal here is super simple. We're going to show you how to take those standard strengths assessments and literally transform them into actionable role clarity, deep connection, and heightened confidence today. That's right, not next quarter, not after some arbitrary 90-day probationary period, but right away. This is all about using immediate, strengths-based management to fix employee disconnect before it even has a chance to start.
Here's our roadmap for the next few minutes. First, we'll hit the 5-step process, followed by the quick version. Then we'll cover when to use this, the 3 C's of success, and finally wrap up with a personal reflection.
Section 1. The 5-step process. A structured onboarding framework.
All right, let's pop the hood and look at the core engine that makes this so wildly effective. This complete 5-step framework is purposefully designed to take strengths awareness, which, let's be honest, can sometimes feel a bit abstract, and turn it into a highly structured, practical onboarding conversation. Those steps are: set the tone, review strengths, invite reflection, connect to role, and reinforce and normalize.
Now, what's really cool here is how those first 2 steps instantly build this amazing collaborative partnership between manager and employee. You just start by setting the tone with a really simple phrase, "Let's explore your strengths and how they can support you in this role." Then, you actively review the VIA survey results together. You aren't just tossing them a PDF report and saying, "Good luck." You're actually sitting down to identify those top strengths as a team.
Moving right along to steps 3 and 4, we invite reflection and connect those core strengths directly to their daily responsibilities. You can ask questions like, "When have you felt most effective?" and "Where might these strengths be especially useful?" You are basically building a bridge between who the employee is at their core and the specific tasks they need to knock out every day.
And then we hit step 5, which is absolutely crucial: reinforce and normalize. So how do you actually do that? By responding with genuine curiosity and affirmation. Think about the last time you were truly deeply heard by a boss. That's the magic of step 5. You really have to listen without evaluation. You're building a shared language around strengths, and that creates the psychological safety an employee desperately needs to truly engage with their new role.
Section 2. The quick version. The 2 to 5 minute shortcut.
I know exactly what you're thinking. I don't always have 45 minutes to do a massive deep dive. Well, for those high-stress back-to-back meeting days, this whole process can take just 2 to 5 minutes. It's like a cheat code. You only need to ask these 3 exact questions. What are your top strengths? When do you use them most? And where could you use them more in your role? That's it. In just a couple of minutes, you instantly connect an employee's self-awareness to actionable role clarity. It is incredibly efficient.
Section 3. When to use this. Perfecting your timing.
You know, a great tool is really only as good as its timing, right? Early intervention is the name of the game here. Day 1 during onboarding, week 1 right in your initial one-on-one meetings, and month 1 when you are actively trying to build up their role clarity and confidence. Leveraging this timeline early in an employee's journey is unequivocally the absolute best way to strengthen those vital early manager-employee relationships.
Section 4. The 3 C's of success, the ultimate payoff.
So why does this work so incredibly well? Why are we dedicating a whole explainer to it? It all boils down to a massive psychological payoff that we call the 3 C's. By utilizing this debrief conversation, employees experience much greater confidence in their abilities, pristine clarity in their role, and a really deep connection to their manager and their team.
And those 3 C's, they definitely don't happen by accident. They happen because this specific dialogue builds actual, real psychological safety. It ramps up an individual's awareness of their own strengths, which naturally boosts their early motivation and engagement. When an employee feels genuinely seen for what they are naturally good at, their connection to their work just skyrockets.
Section 5. Personal reflection, turning the mirror inward.
Okay, before you go off and guide your team through all of this, we need to turn the mirror inward. Because honestly, great management starts with self-awareness. You might want to just grab a quick screenshot of these reflection questions. Ask yourself, what are your top strengths? When do you feel most effective? What conditions help you perform at your best? If you honestly evaluate these conditions for yourself, it'll make you infinitely better at spotting and nurturing them in other people.
I'm going to leave you with this one provocative thought to make sure you actually take everything we just talked about and put it into action right now. How will you use your strengths intentionally today? Seriously, don't just file this information away in the back of your brain. Pick one strength, choose one upcoming situation, and commit to action. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.